वेबिनार में आप सभी लोगों का स्वागत है और बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप लोग अपना कीमती समय निकाल कर इस वेबिनार से जुड़े हैं। मैं अश्योर करता हूँ आपको बहुत महत्वपूर्ण जानकारी यहाँ से मिलेगी और आज के हमारे स्पीकर डॉक्टर आचार्य जी भी आ चुके हैं, उनका भी बहुत बहुत मैं स्वागत करता हूँ इस वेबिनार के अंदर। या एक अनाउंसमेंट में कर ही देता हूँ, जरूरी अनाउंसमेंट है कुछ इस वेबिनार में उपस्थित सभी लोगों के लिए। कृपया अपना जो माइक वाला बटन है उसको म्यूट पे रखें और ये एक इंटरेक्टिव सेशन है, आप इसके अंदर सवाल अपने पूछ सकते हैं। ये तो आपकी स्क्रीन के ऊपर राइट हैंड साइड के ऊपर 3 डॉट्स बने हुए आ रहे होंगे, वहां से आप रेज हैंड ऑप्शन आता है, उसके अंदर रेज हैंड करके आप अपना सवाल पूछ सकते हैं। आपका नाम बुलाया जाएगा, तब आप अपना सवाल पूछिए ताकि स्पीकर को बीच में इंटरप्शन ना हो जब वो लोग बात कर रहे हो। समय मिलते ही हम लोग आपके रेज हैंड की तरफ आएंगे और आपका सवाल लेंगे उसके अंदर। तो प्लीज अपने माइक को म्यूट पे रखिए जब स्पीकर बात कर रहे हैं तब तक। थैंक यू। और हम लोग यहाँ से भी म्यूट का ऑप्शन है हमारे पास, हम लोग म्यूट कर देंगे आपका माइक अगर ऑन पाएगा। थैंक यू।
So now the voice is audible, sir. So all we know that there is a theory called survival of the fittest. Means the creature who adopts who has the adaptability can survive in a long way. It is a very old principle by the Darwin. Now we thought because in this COVID situation we have to change ourselves and adapt the government guidelines to survive due to this COVID. And I welcome all the participants and hope that all are safe. So start करने से पहले मैं एक न्यूटन का एक लॉ है that is called for every action there is a equal and opposite reaction. So we all know that nature has given the action called COVID-19, the coronavirus, and our government has reacted on that very positively and come out with the solutions. And our banking sector also has come out various solutions, and SIDBI being the apex financial institutions for the MSMEs, which was found on 2nd April 1990s under the Act of Parliament, has done a lot of things for the MSMEs as well as the startups. Now in this COVID situation, they have come out with the SAFE scheme called SIDBI Assistance to Facilitate Emergency Response against Coronavirus. This is a scheme called SAFE and SAFE Plus, the another scheme in which they have extended the credit facilities up to 2 crores. And the existing scheme of the SIDBI is called SMILE for the healthcare sector, which Dr. Acharya will explain all about the schemes and their regulations. So I welcome all the participants as well as Dr. Acharya. Please, he is the General Manager of Small Industries Development Bank of India. Now our President, Dr. Sunil Makbuji, is there. So, Dr. Ji, please welcome Mr. Acharya. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sandeep. I heartily welcome everyone, and a special welcome to you, Dr. Acharya, for taking this initiative. The role of SIDBI has really assumed a lot of significance in view of this COVID, and it is basically the MSME sector which has been bearing the brunt. And to come out with this scheme of the SAFE, SIDBI has been coming out with different schemes and trying to bring SMILE and making the MSME sector safe. So earlier it was SMILE, now it is SAFE. We heartily welcome you on behalf of the chamber, Dr. Acharya, and I think the deliberations are going to be very fruitful, and it is going to be a very good initiative by SIDBI to come to the rescue and help of MSME sector. Over to you, Dr. Acharya. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Magu. And a very good afternoon to all of you, all participants. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Okay. So as you just introduced the SIDBI and the SAFE schemes that have been recently introduced. So we'll be discussing about that, and of course some of the terms that you took, that SMILE. I think many of the people may not be aware, so I will also try to explain that. In addition to that, there is a CSAS scheme, that is a COVID-19 startup assistance scheme, that is for the existing startups which were doing well, but then because of this pandemic, there is some disruption in their cash flow. There is some problem with their liquidity. So there is a scheme called CSAS, COVID-19 Startup Assistance Scheme. Briefly, I will also try to touch upon that. So, this is the agenda we are setting for ourselves for the next 1 hour or so. So we'll start this. In fact, this is something that has come to us, and this is the least we can do is to first protect ourselves. So I will first, before we start, urge all of you to protect yourself and your family to the best extent possible. And of course, the economy has to kick in, and God willing, this pandemic will be over in next 1 month or so, and we should be prepared to actually restart and reignite our shut engines of growth. And for that we have certain schemes that we have rolled out. But for the time being, we need emergency assistance for assisting our MSMEs, which are helping the nation, the society to fight this pandemic. And as you rightly said, the name also has been given like that very thoughtfully. It is called SAFE, SIDBI Assistance to Facilitate Emergency Response against coronavirus, against COVID-19. So this is the scheme, SAFE scheme. As you can see in the screen, the presentation is visible to all, I assume. So we can proceed with the presentation. Next slide, please. Yeah. So the SIDBI Assistance to Facilitate Emergency Response Against Coronavirus, SAFE scheme, it is basically targeting the MSMEs who are manufacturing any product or providing any service related to fighting the coronavirus. So the target customers are very clear here. Any MSME which is manufacturing any product or providing any service related to coronavirus, by fighting the coronavirus. And what could be the purpose of the assistance? It could be purchasing any new equipment or assets, or for manufacturing or services, or to purchase raw material and consumables for production purposes. So that means both capital and revenue expenses are covered. Both the capital expenses in terms of purchasing equipment or any asset that will be required, or any raw material consumables that will be required to execute orders, etc., that can be covered. And the key attraction of the scheme is there is a perfectly 100% finance. The maximum loan amount is 50 lakh of rupees, and interest rate is just 5% per annum. It is again on reducing balance basis. And we understand that this is not the time to ask for collateral security. So all the loans will be covered under the credit guarantee mechanism, and the credit guarantee fees will not be borne by the MSMEs. It will be absorbed by SIDBI. It will not be passed on. It will be absorbed by SIDBI. No processing fee will be charged. And we also understand this could be in the nature of short-term funding also. You may be, if it is a working capital kind of a loan, maybe after you execute the orders, you may want to prepay and reduce your liability. So we'll not be charging anything if you are prepaying it also. So the scheme is like this: no prepayment charges, no processing fee, no guarantee coverage fee, just interest rate of 5% per annum if you are one of the eligible units. And what are the eligibility criteria? If you are new to SIDBI, then you should have 2 years of cash profit. We are not talking about PAT here, net profit. We are talking about cash profit, that is PAT plus depreciation. And you should not be in SMA1, SMA2 or NPA in any bank. And for our own customers who are already with us, we are just asking for cash profit of just 1 year. So this is the eligibility criteria, that all MSMEs who are fulfilling this criteria and are producing goods and services to fight coronavirus are eligible to avail this attractive scheme. Next slide, please.
I have a question here. Can I interrupt? I'm talking on behalf of SIIST IIT Kanpur.
We'll take questions after this presentation, please. Please, sir.
Okay.
We'll take questions after this. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we can do that. We can after the presentation is over, I think we can leave the floor open for question answer. I think that will be more interesting. So let us first cover this. All the 4 schemes that we have today put in the agenda. Then we'll open it for question answer. You please write down the question. I will be happy to answer it. Then what are the items covered? Again, these are the items which are only indicative. The list is not exhaustive. It is only indicative. Permitted drugs, you know what are the permitted drugs. Mostly it is now hydroxychloroquine, then you have this azithromycin and all those things. Then ventilators, M95 mask, not the ordinary mask, N95 mask or ever. Then eye protection equipments like visors, goggles, then this PPEs, personal protection equipment like, you know, protective gowns, shoe covers, and then intravenous fluids, then ICU beds, all these things. So we have to you know, see that, you know, this anything that is required to fight the coronavirus is covered, and this particular list is only indicative and it is not exhaustive. Then the some of the other aspects of the scheme are this is you know, we discussed term loan is for machinery purchase or for purchase of raw materials, and working capital term loan for new to bank customers where there will be you know, if it is term loan it is 100%, if it is working capital term loan it is also 100%, but the margin will be required here for 25% if they are new to SIDBI. 25% margin will be required. That will be in the form of cash collateral. No other collateral will be required to cover the balance 75%. We will be resorting to credit guarantee mechanism. So the repayment period will be up to 5 years for term loan, and for working capital term loan it is generally up to 18 months, and with a suitable moratorium, whatever will be required. So this is the scheme in brief. I think we can go to the next slide for the Safe Plus scheme. Yeah, thank you. Safe Plus. So this is again a new variant of Safe scheme. This is primarily to help the MSMEs which have some government orders. You know, there we understand that, you know, 50 lakh rupees may not be enough to execute an order. So we have increased the quantum to 100 lakh rupees up to 1 crore. Here also the finance is up to 100%. The interest rate is 5% per annum. Then there is no requirement of any cash collateral. The cost of credit guarantee cover is again borne by SIDBI, and the rest of the things are same. But here the target customers are both SIDBI's existing customer or new to SIDBI customers, but which are having specific orders from central government or state government or any government agencies nominated for this, whether it is ICMR or any other state level agencies. If they are supplying to them and they have orders in hand, then they can avail assistance under this scheme. And the eligibility criteria remains the same. It has to be 2 years in cash profit. The account should not be in SMA 1, SMA 2. And of course, just for 1 year. So this is Safe Plus. Here the purpose is very, very specific, that it should be you know, addressing the requirement of executing government orders. Next slide, please. So some of the other aspects that if it is a government order and we are not insisting on many other things, we just want that, you know, some escrow arrangement or power of attorney should be in favor of SIDBI, so that, you know, the payments are directly routed through SIDBI. And if it is a government order, normally, you know, the payments will come in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months time. So usually the cycle should be like that. So repayment period is a little lower here, and the items covered will be same under Safe. And you know, the working capital purpose, the working capital term loan also will be used for the purpose which is specified, that is raw material purchase or any other thing that will be helping in facilitating execution of that particular order. And here, you know, in some of the cases, we have put some cap, upper cap. If any unit is having turnover, annual turnover of up to 5 crore, the cap is 50 lakh. It is 5 to 7.5 crores, it is 75 lakhs. More than 7.5 crore and medium units, it is 1 crore. However, wherever there are certain policies of state government who have come out with a policy package, then there is no limit. You know, there are certain, we understand Tamil Nadu state government has come out with certain policy. There's some interest subvention, etc. is there, and some other facilities are there. There, if they are executing under those policy and they have specific orders, then there is no turnover linkage for MSMEs. Next slide, please. Now, this is again a slight variant of those MSME units operating in the states who have come out with a specific package. There, if they have specific orders, etc., it can be up to 2 crores. The rest of the things remaining same. So it is the enlarged objective is a higher loan amount of rupees 2 crores, and eligible item remains the same. So it is only for the states where there is specific government policy package to fight this COVID-19 pandemic. Tamil Nadu government has come out with a very good policy package for MSMEs, which are helping the state government in fighting the coronavirus menace. But for others, the SAFE and SAFE Plus remains the same. Next slide, please. In the beginning, I think there was some mention about SMILE scheme. We have a SMILE scheme for MSMEs, and that is basically SIDBI Make in India loan scheme for MSMEs. So it is called SMILE scheme. And there, under the SMILE scheme, we extend term loans to MSMEs at a concessional rate of interest. We have come out with a variant of that SMILE scheme, which is for the healthcare sector. There, the purpose is to purchase any equipment, assets for manufacturing or any service. And the target customers are all MSMEs, including greenfield units that can be covered under the special policy package announced by respective state governments, or if they are trying to execute some particular order of, or they are going to set up something specialized for the healthcare sector. So this is for capex. For here, the maximum loan amount will be 75% because it is a normal project loan. It is not a special purpose loan. It is a project loan. So in project loans, normally the other conditions like the 25% promoter's contribution, etc., that comes in. And here the tenure is up to 30 months, 2.5 months. The interest rate will be around 6%. But if it is more than 30 months, the interest rate will be a little higher, depending on the rating of the customer. There is a rating mechanism for the MSMEs. So if the rating is up to 5, then it will be around 8% or so. But if it is up to 30 months, it will be 6.02% or somewhere around that. So this is the scheme for capital expenses, covering capital expenses of MSME sector under SMILE for healthcare sector. So by and large, these are the schemes that have been introduced immediately upon this particular onset of pandemic. And we also have a scheme for the startups called, as I was telling you, the COVID-19 Startup Assistance Scheme, CSAS. So that is again a scheme that is for existing startups which are good, which were doing good, but unfortunately after the pandemic they are not doing of the issues that we all are aware about because of the lockdown and the related other issues slowing down the economic activities. So here the CSAS, that is the COVID-19 Startup Assistance Scheme. It is it is basically an interim support for startups. It is for the startups whose cash flow or liquidity has been adversely affected, and it can be used for working capital purposes, and the purpose is not defined. It is not necessarily that this scheme is for only fighting COVID-19. It is for all startups which were doing good and which have been assisted by any alternate investment fund, but because of this pandemic, their cash flow has been adversely affected. So this is for all startups, and I'm just telling the criteria, the the eligibility criteria. The eligibility criteria will be the startup should be asked for the definition of government. Then the employee base should be 50, around 50. That can include the foot soldiers also, not necessarily the office staff. And the loan amount will be up to 2 crores. And the purpose could be meeting any working capital requirement, including salaries, including rents, including the vendor payments, etc. Fund also that is pending, that also can be covered, and a loan can be given against that also. And the main condition that that is required is it should have been assisted by any of the alternate investment funds that is recognized by SEBI. So that is one of the eligibility criteria. Now the turnover should be in between 10 to 50 crores. It should not be more than that. Should have a positive unit economics. It should not be selling its units, whatever it is producing, in losses. So it should have a positive unit economics, and should have a positive net worth, and during these difficult times should have adopted some innovative as usual, if not as usual, at least in some reduced capacity, but there is some innovative measure that has been adopted to ensure that there is business continuity. And most importantly, the promoter should have his own capital in the unit. Which are the units which are not eligible is the startup units which have been say written off by alternate investment funds, which are basically in banking terms what you call as NPA. Then the startups which are having regular working capital limits.
Slide is
the
not
startups
okay.
Which are.
Excuse me, sir. Please correct the slide.
This is the
No, for this
list.
for this there is no slide. I am just telling you. You can note down.
Okay.
If the circular is coming very soon, and the scheme has been approved, it should be circular should be coming today or tomorrow. You can, this is something that you can take note of. And there should not be any regular working capital banker. Why it is there? Because all the banks which are offering capital are now options to it. So expected that the startups or the units which are having a regular working capital unit, regular working capital with any of facility with any of the banks, they should not be eligible under this. They should avail the ad hoc relief or ad hoc assistance that is given over and above the regular working capital limit sanctioned by their banks. So this is broadly the new scheme, and this scheme also has a very interesting feature that each loan shall carry one key man insurance, and all employees term loans term insurance up to 10 lakh rupees. And here also 50% of such insurance premium will be borne by SIDBI. We are not saying you take the insurance and you bear the cost. 50% of the insurance cost will be borne by SIDBI. 25% will be borne by the alternate investment fund which will be investing or which has invested, and balance 25% should be borne by the startup. So this is something that we expect in the interest of the unit, the startup units and its employees. So broadly, this is a scheme that is for applicable to all startups, irrespective of whether they are producing any goods and services for fighting coronavirus or not. But the condition is they should have been affected, their cash flow should have been affected by the pandemic and the other conditions that we just discussed. So these are the 4 schemes that have been put in place to rebuild their business, execute their orders, and to arm them with necessary finance so that they can execute the orders. They can actually help the nation in fighting this coronavirus menace. So this is from my side. I think we can now take the questions. Some of the friends were raising questions. We can take the questions and open the floor for further discussions.
Hello, can the slide be shared across to all the participants?
Yeah, we can share the slides, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the new circular, maybe you can forward later once it is ready. Yeah.
Yeah, surely we'll do that.
There's a lot of
It will be
fantastic
hosted on our website.
Absolutely. So there's a lot of information, very nice information provided. We will also take some time to absorb, but we will also be able to forward to some of our colleagues in other organizations, fighting this case. Thank you for this.
We have some questions.
you.
I am from IIT Kanpur, which is the Technology Business Incubator. Dr. Acharya, we just wanted to understand that under the ambit of these schemes, there are several such startups, who have very relevant solutions around the COVID. Is there any specific scheme that you are willing to consider them under? Because the eligibility criteria you've suggested, I can understand that from the risk point of view. However, is there any plans for such startups? Because they can really make a difference right now.
I appreciate that they can. There are many innovative solutions that is coming up now, but the schemes that we just discussed is for the existing MSME units which are into production and can immediately execute the orders. You see, somebody.
Dr. Acharya, there may be startups who are in production right now, but they are not cash positive. You need to understand, that's a big ambit that we're talking about.
Let us try to differentiate. What you are talking about is a kind of seed funding or kind of government funding that your DST, DBT, all these people are providing. So there is a different platform to address and assist those kind of units. You can, I think you are in TBI, you might be knowing also that is DST and DBT all are taking steps to help this kind of startups which are.
Pardon? Just want to understand if SIDBI also has some plans for this particular segment. That's all.
No. So, see, listen. There should, in this time we should have a synergistic approach. We cannot have a duplicating approach. So while we have the schemes for a set of people, the government through DST and DBT, they are intervening to help this kind of startups which are incubated in various technology business incubators, etc., or which have just maybe graduated out. So those kind of startups can be helped by these special assistance that the DST is providing immediately currently. To my knowledge, they are also scouting for such startups to assist. So you can get in touch with them.
Thank you, Dr. Acharya. We've been answered. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Acharya. This is Ranjan Raj from Continuous Solution. We are Delhi-based agro company, and we are mostly in the business of essential commodity. I just wanted to know about this CSAS scheme, COVID-19 Startup Assistance Scheme. We have a small OD facility from a bank, which is something like working capital in nature. Just wanted to know that whether you are going to relax this norm for this scheme, or still it is making ineligible due to this small OD loan.
No, the eligibility criteria I just told, it was just one of them. It was an ineligibility criteria. It was not an eligibility criteria. Whether you fulfill all the eligibility criteria, like has any alternate investment fund invested in your startup? Do you have 50 employees, including your food soldiers? Do you have, are you registered as a startup with whichever government agency? So all these conditions, if they are met, then only I think I can tell further. So kindly check if the conditions of eligibility are met.
I have gone through the launch document and we fulfill all the conditions. Only this condition where I think we are lacking. So thus I wanted to know about this relaxation.
See, why this condition is there? This condition is there because the banks have come out. As I was telling to the previous friend who was asking question, we do not want to duplicate efforts of other institutions. So banks are having now facilities over and above the regular working capital or OD facilities. You can avail 15-20% from your regular working capital bank. So in this backdrop, we thought the people who are having working capital facilities already possibly should be or could be excluded. So that was the reason. But if it is a small limit and they can close and come, then I think our people there in the department can take a view.
Hi, doctor. this is Rajat. Just want to understand one thing that is there a necessary condition? I know this is a repetitive question, but just want to reiterate the point that is there a mandatory condition for
Hello.
us to be positive in cash profit has to be positive? Because being a startup for like last 3 years, it's not necessary that we should be having a cash positive balance sheet.
See, the schemes that I spoke, SAFE scheme is for existing MSME units which are having cash surplus. So if there is no cash surplus, see, we must understand that how we serve the liabilities. Our debt servicing abilities come from our cash surplus. It is the profit after tax plus depreciation. So if we are not having any surplus left, so how actually we can raise further debt? That is something that we must also think about. But having said that, if you have any specific government order or something, and where government can say that they can give a power of attorney or an undertaking to make us direct payment, possibly we can have a look at it. It's not that it is something that cannot be relaxed. It can be, but provided the other strong points are there.
So, Dr. Acharya, appreciate that. That's exactly what we wanted to understand. Can you also identify us something that we can take such
We are
proposals?
manufacturing N95 masks. So can we get loan for that under your SAFE scheme?
I'm not able to hear you.
Sir,
The question I could not hear properly.
Acha, I invite Mr. Kunal Budhrajal to ask your question, please. We have a couple of hands raised. Please, Kunal, Mr. Kunal, ask your question.
Yeah, sir. Actually, we are manufacturing N95 masks, but under the SAFE scheme of SIDBI, only we are not manufacturing N95. Under the SAFE scheme, only N95 mask is given. So can we get loan for 3-ply mask, term loan and CC limit? We are already a manufacturing unit.
No, the scheme suggests that it is only N95 masks and better and higher quality masks. N95 and higher quality masks.
But sir, N95 mask machine is only 2 CR and the SIDBI scheme is giving only 50 lakhs for that. So how can we manufacture N95 mask in 50 lakhs?
The SMILE scheme for healthcare sector also is there for capital investment.
Which scheme, sir?
The SMILE for healthcare sector, the fourth one I discussed. In the slide, the last but one slide in this presentation, that we discussed that the SMILE scheme, it is there up to 2 crores. It can be given. But here the loan amount will be 75%, not 100%. And because it will be a project loan. And even a new project can be also funded. So you can look at that scheme, SMILE for healthcare sector.
So we have another question from Mr. Angel Starch. Please ask your question, sir.
In this regard, Mr. Astos, in this regard, I would like to praise all the participants that if anybody have any kind of issue in terms of availing the credit facility from SIDBI and other financial institution, Chamber will help you out in all aspects. So you kindly contact the Chamber, and Chamber will help you out in all the aspects. Kindly go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Angel, please ask your question. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Radhakshan, Managing Director of Angel Starch Group. We comply all the requisites of SIDBI, like 50 employees and the 2 years profit and other things. We are not able to get the extra funding from our existing bankers due to our collateral limitations.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Is it possible to get a working capital limit from SIDBI for manufacturing of sanitizers?
See, sanitizer is something that is slightly not in our priority list now. Currently, we just you can see the list of items we just discussed. We have not mentioned sanitizers there. While I can understand the difficulty of this thing, you getting some additional limit, but I can tell you the banks have come out with a scheme where they are giving some ad hoc relief to the units which they have funded because of this current situation. So I think many of the banks have come out with 15 to 20% some ad hoc limit, which is over and above the current limit. You can take help take umbrage under that particular scheme that your bank has come out. All banks have come out. To my knowledge, most of the banks. I have seen circulars of State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank. And I was told that other banks also have come out. So please check this first. I think your own bank, it will be easier because you already enjoy a limit, and maybe just whatever additional limit you want, 15-20%, that can be given as an ad hoc relief measure for this meeting this emerging situation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Jannat Wada, please ask your question.
Right. Thank you so much. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jannat Wadhwa. I am running a import-related company with 20 employees, and we were wanting some term loan.
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Sorry.
Which we were wanting to have some working capital or term loan for importing goods.
Importing goods? Which goods?
Building material.
Finished building material from Germany and Italy.
Finished building material goods.
See, we are discussing today about the special scheme of SIDBI to MSMEs which are helping the nation to fight the COVID-19. So building materials obviously are not covered at the present. So I'm afraid it cannot be covered.
Okay, next hand raised is from Mr. SP. Mr. SP, please ask your question. Your mic is mute.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, please ask your question, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir. Hello.
Is the not ultraviolet a special LED fixture for cleaning of the place? Is it allowed?
Hello.
Sir, LED lighting for.
Hello.
Hello.
I am not able to hear, but whatever I have heard, I think you are talking about LED lights.
Correct.
LED lights, currently they are in no way concerned with, I think, fighting the coronavirus. So we are discussing about the MSME units which are helping the society and nation at large to fight coronavirus.
This is basically for killing the viruses.
No, I have not heard about light that kills viruses. Once it is approved, any government agency has approved it.
It is approved by the international agencies, not only Indian agencies, international agencies.
No, if it was that this thing, I think it is a great invention that can totally contain the pandemic.
Correct.
So you are already into manufacturing?
We are already into manufacturing.
So you see, if this is so, and if people are showing interest and you have orders, then you can definitely take advantage, provided you can produce this certificates that this LED lighting kills viruses. That is something.
Okay. Right. Thank you.
That is something. In fact, I'm really sorry. I'm hearing it for the first time. But it could be because you can produce certain lights of certain frequency which can kill. It could be. I don't know.
The frequencies only.
Yeah. So I am not aware of that. But if it is so, it can be covered provided necessary certification is there.
Yeah, it is not harmful to the human beings also.
Okay. Can you take the next question, please?
Yeah, Mr. Ashutosh, please ask your question.
Yeah. My question is, can this funding be used for development work rather than manufacturing? Because we are into vaccine development for COVID-19. Can this be used to buy equipments or reagents to develop COVID-19 vaccine?
See, this is something that I think when I was addressing the question from SIDBI Innovation and Incubation Center from IIT Kanpur, I was talking about this only. There are many schemes of DBT which are actually, to promote this kind of endeavors to produce vaccines, etc. for viruses. So I will suggest, that will be good. It will be good for you if you take advantage of the DBT schemes, and that will be much easier, at much better terms also. And during the initial stage when you are doing the R&D work, this is the right kind of this thing, not the debt funding. I'll not suggest you to go for debt funding from institutions at this stage. You can approach DBT at this stage.
Sure. Thanks.
Sir, is it mandatory to submit project report while approaching the bank loan under this scheme?
No, not a project report, but you should see when you are approaching any bank or any institution for funding, you must also tell them that where this fund will go, why you need this fund. So how do we do? You have to show some orders, or either government order or some order from hospital or from some agency which is procuring this for using it for various purposes to fight the coronavirus. So if you can demonstrate that you will be using this fund for revenue purposes or for for your capital investment purposes, then it can be funded, but the purpose has to be shown. So supposing you are taking a machine, then you must, from where you will be taking the machine, how reliable is the machine supplier, because that is in your interest also. So those kind of basic documents have to be submitted.
Yeah, I'm into preparation of project reports, sir, all over India. I'm basically from Hyderabad. So I just wanted to make sure that these schemes are also eligible to do project reports and all.
Because I didn't perhaps say that under SAFE we are giving assistance in 48 hours.
Yeah.
So if we are giving assistance in 48 hours, we need crisp document, not the very lengthy project reports, etc. are not required. It's not required. Just balance sheet, KYC documents, and orders in hand. That should be enough.
Sure, sir. Thank you very much.
I think we are done.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your guidance.
Yeah. Any other question from anyone?
So thank you very much, sir. I think there is no questions from anyone.
Great.
So thank you.
मैं आचार्य जी को कुछ कहना चाहूंगा। आचार्य जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपने हमारे एक फोन कॉल पे ही आपने हमारी रिक्वेस्ट मान ली और you have given inputs and schemes to our members. तो उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
Thank you so much. Thank you. Pleasure is mine.
कुछ कहना चाहूंगा आचार्य जी के लिए, कुछ कहेंगे सर? मकबू साहब कुछ कहेंगे सर?
मैं बहुत आपका धन्यवाद करता हूं, and you have wonderfully explained and attended to all the questions. As the crux of all this scheme is that the schemes are devised in such a manner that there is a minimum TAT and no documentation, no processing fee. The idea is to help the MSMEs who are fighting this COVID. And same way, you have explained the things in a very crisp manner, and you have replied to all the questions in a crystal clear manner. And in the times to come, we will again be bothering you for your wonderful deliberations relating to other schemes of SIDBI. And on behalf of Startup Chambers, and on behalf of our young team consisting of Sunil ji, Ashutosh ji, Sandeep, and all other people on the executive, I thank you very much, Dr. Acharya.
Thank you, sir.
And all the participants as well.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Magu.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dr. Magu. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks all. Thanks all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Saab, and all the participants. That's it for now. So we'll meet in another webinar of campus. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's really support. Thank you.